Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode number 19 of Winning a National Title with Every Team in the Game. If you guys have missed any episodes, up in the right-hand corner will be a playlist from episode 1 to now. If you're unable to watch those videos, I completely understand. Down in the description below will be a record of every team that we have done so far and their seasons they eventually won a national championship. But new episode means new team, which means we get a wheel spin. If you guys want to bypass the wheel, write a comment down below. We'll get to that team in the next episode. Obviously, again, make sure you check the description because I don't want you to say a team that we've already done before. That'd be kind of awkward. But let's go ahead, spin the wheel. Hopefully it is working this time compared to last episode where it froze halfway through. But it looks like we're going to go to UAB. I was thinking we were going to UCF, but that is not the case. We're going to UAB. And I'm pretty sure they're in the American. Yeah, we're going back to the American, I'm pretty sure. I feel like we've already done an American team. But they're a 69 overall team. Not the best team out there. But we definitely have some work to do. Of course, we're going to be the head coach. We're going to be Trent Dilfer. And UAB really hasn't done the best in the last couple of years. They did win a couple bowl games in 2021 and 2022, but haven't really had the best years the last couple of years. But hopefully we can be a little bit better than that. We'll, of course, check out the team and the coaching abilities here. And hopefully we have some good coordinators, I think. Hopefully. But taking a look first at the coach abilities, we do have strategists, which is going to be nice. Mostly for, visits and everything. We do have motivator. That's, I think, what we're going to focus on first. We do have 4 quarterbacks, but nothing else. We definitely need to work on that as well. We don't need, apparently, recruiter to get strategist, and we do have tactician as well, so that will help out with the offensive wise. We're definitely going to get new coordinators. We're just going to go ahead and say that right now, so it doesn't really matter what we do there. Looking at the roster, we do have Javon Jackson, who's pretty decent at halfback. We do have a good kicker. Quarterback, though, is a senior. We're probably going to have to find one at some point. Same thing with halfbacks. We do have BB, who might be good, but he wants to leave due to playing time. Wide receivers, we have Hooks and Milliner, but they both want to leave. Same thing with Caleb Brown. At least Elder wants to stay. He's a 76 overall wide receiver, so that will be nice. We're going to need everything, it looks like, here with this squad. Some seniors, not a lot, but some. We do have a lot of people leaving at certain positions as well. We don't have a single Sam linebacker. Apparently we need outside linebackers too. We're going to need corners too. We have 4 seniors on this roster. We're going to need safeties. We don't need a kicker, at least, but we do need a punter. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up. I'll see everyone at the end of Season 1 here with UAB. And here we are after the end of Season 1 here with UAB. We go 3-9. Not a great season at all. We started out with a win against FCS, then lost 3 in a row against Navy, who did end up going 12-0 on the season. Akron, Tennessee. We beat Army and FAU, so we had some pretty decent wins. And then we end up losing 6 in a row right after that. So it is what it is. 3-9 is not a great season. We did fire our coordinators, so we will be getting those first, obviously, before we get into anything really for next season when we get into the off season. We're going to have a lot of people want to leave, though. At least we do sign a halfback, which will be good because we definitely needed it. Because look how many people just want to leave just with that. So it's a little off. Zachariah Branch wins the Heisman Trophy. 101 catches, 1,500 yards with 15 touchdowns here on the season. And, of course, now it's time to hire our staff. Wyoming wants us to be a head coach. We're not doing that, though. We could probably... Honestly, that would be good. Will we sign him? Absolutely not, but we can always try. Who is the best? Ryan Beard we could try to get. This would be an excellent... We just won't be able to recruit at all. But, hey, You know, both architects. It'd be very surprising if we get them, but we'll advance the week. See if we do sign both of those coordinators now. We did get one. We got Lowe. And we got both. I'm kind of very surprised we got both, but we got Ryan Beard, at least. So, but to check on the stats for this season, obviously, because now we can officially check, although we could have checked before. Jalen played 12 games, threw for 2,600 yards, 12 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Campbell threw one game, 3 of 7 for 47 yards with 1 interception. Rushing-wise, Jackson had over 750 yards with 8 touchdowns to lead the team. Corey had 880 yards with 4 touchdowns. Brown had 472 with 3. Defensive-wise, Watson led the team with 76 tackles. Tate with 9 tackles for a loss and 3.5 sacks. Watson and Sheik both had 3 picks to lead the team. We did not have a defensive touchdown. We did force a good amount of fumbles and recovered most of them. We didn't block any kicks or get any safeties. We missed 3 from 50 for kicking-wise. That was the only ones we missed. 27 of 27 and 17 of 20. Punting-wise, we punted 58 times for 2,400 yards with 11 inside the 20 and 7 touchbacks. We did have a kick return touchdown from Caleb Brown, but no punt returns. So, kind of surprising that we at least get that wise. But let's go ahead and simulate to the end-of-season recap. Since we got our coordinators, we looked over the stats here for Season 1, and hopefully we can at least we lost a full star in our prestige. That's not going to be fun. But checking who won it all, Penn State over Georgia. So the top 2 teams went. Baylor, Tulane, Penn State, Georgia, and Duke were the automatic bids, with Indiana, Oregon, Alabama, Florida, USC, Iowa State, SMU was the at-large bids. So, again, Duke goes because that's normal at this point, but at least for the first couple seasons. We got a lot of people wanting to leave. Let's head into players leaving. Everyone's probably going to be gone. Yeah, there's very few people that want to come back. I don't even think we're going to get them back. Yeah, everyone's gone. Do we have any go pro? Nope, no one went pro. But, yeah, we're going to have a lot of people. We're going to have a lot of holes to fill. Just, hopefully, find something. Still have a lot of people want to transfer out anyways. But I'm going to go ahead and get the portal done. I'll be back in just a second. So after the portal, we signed 21 players, which is not a lot. We did end up with the 4th best class in the American, signing 21 3-stars. So let's see if we get any good development traits here. We do get a star dev with a left edge rusher, so that's not bad. We do get 2 more stars with a corner and a will linebacker. We'd also get another star dev with a free safety. So not too shabby, I guess. But heading into position changes, I don't think we signed. We did sign an athlete. He is a thumper. He will be going to linebacker because we need one. He'll be a Sam linebacker. But going through, we have 3 quarterbacks, a couple halfbacks, a couple wide receivers, tight ends. We have barely any offensive line. So that would be fun. We barely have any edge rushers, barely any linebackers. Yeah, this team's going to be rough for a couple seasons. Well, I guess we can go ahead and advance the week and see how this is going to go. We got 2,600 XP, though, or 26,000 XP. So we got a lot of training results. We leveled up 3 times for that. But let's head in to see what we got. We got a good amount of training points with Caleb Brown and Iverson Hooks now, over 80 overall. Quarterback to 74, halfback to 79. So far, +6 and +5 is the highest that we've seen. They're both to our wide receivers, which is nice. I mean, we'll take it. I think that's probably going to be about it. +5 to a right tackle. So, +5 to defensive tackle as well. But yeah, +5 and +6 is our best one. I think one of our best players is literally our top 3 guys are 2 wide receivers and a kicker. That's going to be fantastic. I know we won't need to encourage any transfers because I'm pretty sure we are well under the limit. And yeah, we're actually 24 players under the limit. Oof. I'll just go ahead and advance the week. And hopefully we can sign a bunch of players next season because we're definitely going to need it. Because, yeah, 24 players is not good. Not good at all. Anyways, what was our team overall-wise? I didn't even see it. We are a 69 overall across the board. But anyways, that's going to end Season 1. It's on to Season 2 here with UAB. And here we are at the end of Season 2 here with UAB. We go 8-4 on the season. I don't know. We had a terrible season last year and this year. We started out 4-0, especially beating Virginia and Memphis, then losing to UL. And then we won 4 in a row again against Navy, Army, FAU, and Temple. Then before losing 3 in a row to Rice, USF by 2, and then getting demolished by UTSA. But hey, I mean, still 8-4 on the season after last season where we didn't win too many. We'll take it. That means we're going to make a bowl game. That should increase our school grade as well from a half star to maybe about a full star prestige. I don't know for sure. Still a lot of people want to transfer out, do like playing style and pro potential and brand exposure, but hey, we're still working. We're still working on it here in UAB. Let's see what bowl game we're going to get because obviously we went 8-4. Nico wins the Heisman Trophy, 3,400 yards, 34 touchdowns, a 69% completion percentage. Kind of wish that showed something else, but it's fine. We're playing Syracuse in the Military Bowl. So hopefully we can win this one. And then, of course, we'll check out the stats of this season. We only got 340 XP. We did lose, so we go 8-5 official on the season, losing the last 4 games, which, again, not good, but at least better than last season. Campbell, 2,900 yards, 23 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Rushing-wise, Ingram and Bates both had over 500 yards with 9 and 8 touchdowns, respectively. Receiving-wise, Hooks had over 775 receiving yards with 5 touchdowns. Elder, 713 with 6. Hooks only played 9 games. I wonder why. Brown with 539 and 2 as well. Defensive-wise, we had McNichols with 80 tackles to lead the team. Ezra and Isaac led the team with tackles for a loss. Enrique led with 4 sacks. A.J. Brown with 4 picks to lead the team as well. We did not have a defensive touchdown. Do we have any blocked kicks? Nope, nor safeties. Kicking-wise, we did miss 1 from 50, but that's about it. Every extra point was made. We missed, 1 field goal. We punted 67 times, 3,000 punt yards, 15 inside the 20 and 5 touchbacks. Honestly, a pretty good season. And no kicker punt returns here this season either. So let's go ahead and simulate an end of season recap here. I'm pretty sure we should be able to keep our coordinators. I don't think they should leave. We do go up a full star prestige as well. So there is that. Looks like Georgia wins it all here in Season 2, 38-24 over USC, with Hawaii, who is unranked, make it, along with Clemson, Florida, Iowa State, and UCLA as the respective automatic qualifiers, winning their respective conferences, with Ohio State, and even Hawaii beat Ohio State. That's wild. They also beat Texas, but then lost. What in the world did Hawaii run? That is an insane run, beating Ohio State and Texas. Ohio State, Georgia, Duke, Arizona State, LSU, USC, and Texas were the at-large bids. I can't believe Hawaii went to the semifinals to play Georgia. That's insane. But, hey, what can you know at this point? Again, we are a 1.5-star school now, which is good after going from that down to a half-star. But now we need players leaving. We have 5 persuasion attempts, and I don't think we're going to get anybody back. Oh, we do. We get Sims back. That's actually really good. We do lose Chavez, though, which is a little unfortunate. We only keep 1 from last season. So at least, hey, better than last season where we lost everybody. I don't think we're going to have anyone go to the draft this season. I just don't think so. I just don't think we have too many players that are good right now to get there. But we can always see, and we didn't have anybody. So I'm going to go ahead and get the portal done. I'll be back in just a second. So after the portal, we signed 30 players, which is pretty solid here with UAB, at least in Season 2-wise. Let's go over development traits, see if we get any good development traits, and hopefully we get some stars. But we do get one. It's a corner for Reggie Span, I think. But everyone else seems to be normal in impact. We do get a transfer that's a star dev. He's a tackle, so we'll take it. Only 2 this time, but let's go over to position changes and see if we can't make anything happen. Do we have any athletes? We do. He is, of course, a linebacker, and he will go to Mike linebacker, I think. So I think we need more of those players. Quarterback is a 73 with Tramel Jones. He's the transfer coming in. Wide receivers are looking a little rough now. I mean, at least we have some offensive line. Some. Not a lot, but it's some. Same thing with defense. Same thing with linebackers now. We got linebackers at least. Corners have no speed whatsoever. We probably need to move a free safety to strong safety because we only have the one. So might as well make that change. We have our kicker. And, of course, we have our punter. So we should be good there. Now let's head into training results and get a ton of XP because I feel like that's going to happen. We got 29,000 XP. Yep. That's about right. We get a dev upgrade for Pete or Pate. I don't know. We'll call him Pete. We get another 3 upgrades. That's insane. +6 for Colin so far is the highest. Oh, nope. Never mind. We got a +11 for Tavarius Conklin. Who's that star dev? Yeah, +11. We'll take that. Quarterback's now a 76 with Tramel Jones. Again, he was that transfer. He will be our quarterback for now. Collins went up +6. Kavka went up +5. Elder went up +4. We did get some speed at the corner, at the wide receiver position. +8 and +9 for Daisy and Haywood. Tight ends only got +2. Offensive line, we got a +8 from our left guard. We got a +12 from a center. Not going to start for us, but at least he got +12. Everything else looks about just normal +1s, +2s. Got a couple +6s for some will linebackers. At least we have 89 speed at corner. Safety's got 90. We got, again, that +11 I think is the highest. Or no, we got a +12, but other than that, no one else is really going to start for those guys, except for the safety. So we'll gladly take that. But all in all, well, of course, I don't think we really need to encourage any transfers. We are still 16 players under the limit. So still got a lot of work to do. Let's advance the week one more time. And then we'll see what this team overall is. Last year we were 71. Overall we're 75, which isn't too bad. But that's going to end Season 2. It's on to Season 3 here with UAB. And here we are in Season number 3 where we go 9-3 here on the season. Another very good season here from UAB. We continue to be good. One of our losses was to Georgia and to Tulane. So 2 of our 3 losses came against ranked opponents. Our other loss came against a 3-9 Charlotte, which we honestly should have won. We did beat Memphis, though, 10-9, so at least we won. But yeah, that loss against Georgia was rough. But we should, I mean, we are ranked number 23 in the nation as well to end out the season, which, again, is very, very nice, especially just on Season 3, where we haven't even signed a 4-star yet, which is weird, but we're not necessarily weird since we're a 1.5-star school. None of them are interested in us, so. But again, we don't make the conference championship since we did lose one of our games inside the conference. However, we're still signing a bunch of players for next season. Again, we were 19 players under. I don't think we're going to have that this year. We might actually have a decent class to come in to take over. So We'll take that. Bryce Underwood, wide receiver, quarterback for Clemson, wins the Heisman Trophy. 3,800 yards, 39 touchdowns with a 71% completion percentage. And we'll be playing Troy in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can win this bowl game and have a 10-win season. Now, with the 10-win season, we may lose one of our coordinators. We actually lost to Troy. All right. So that's fun. I guess we'll check out the stats now on the season, even though we freaking lost to Troy in a bowl game. I don't know how we lost to Troy. But Tramel Jones, really solid season. 3,400 passing yards, 25 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. Actually, we'll take that all day. Kafka had 682 yards on the ground with 7 touchdowns. Collins with 534 and 4. Receiving-wise, Elder had over 1,000 receiving yards. Shelton had over 13 touchdowns with only 859 receiving yards. So pretty decent seasons from them. Defensive-wise, McNichols led the team with 91 tackles. Meadows led the team with 12 tackles for a loss. Petrula with sacks with 4.5. We had Judson and McNichols tie with 2 picks. We did not have a defensive touchdown. We did not block a kick or get a safety. We missed 5 field goals, or 5 from 50, 1 from 40. Missed 1 extra point. Not great from your junior kicker. And we punted 64 times for 2,800 yards, 10 inside the 20, and 6 touchbacks. And no kicker punt returns here in season number 3. So let's just go ahead and simulate an end-of-season recap. See who wins it all here in season 3. So far, it's been different each time. Hopefully we can get that again. It'd be kind of cool. But it looks like Clemson beats Ole Miss 38-21. They go undefeated. Tulane, Kansas State, Clemson, Oregon, and Texas won their respective conferences. And Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Michigan, BYU, USC, Ohio State, and Georgia with the at-large bids. So congrats to them. But now it's on to players leaving. And hopefully, again, we don't lose anyone. We also just signed a 3-star halfback immediately. We are now a 2-star school, so we did move up as well. We moved up half a star. And now we still have a couple people. We actually still have a lot of people wanting to transfer, which is wild. However, this guy he's not coming back. Okay, I guess I'll just go cry in the corner. I don't know why we're going after a couple of these guys. We definitely need to go after Elder, and he's going to be gone. That's unfortunate. Meadows is gone. Need to keep offensive line, and he's gone. Hey, at least we got another Elder to stay. And Kavka is gone. Beaners will stay. Let's go. All right. Well, I don't think, again, we had too many people wanting to leave for graduation this season, but still, a lot of people left due to transferring. So still a lot of work to do, and hopefully, again, we can have another 30-plus class or something like that. That'd be kind of nice. But I'm going to go ahead and get the portal done. I'll be back in just a second. So after the portal, we signed 30 players again. And I believe, we are the second place in the American Conference, only behind Tulane, who did sign 5-star players. That's going to be fun to play against. But all in all, I guess to sim against technically. But let's see if we get any good development traits here. A lot of normal devs, a lot of impacts. We do get star dev halfback. That's going to be very, very nice. Star dev free safety, the transfer as well. Everyone else, though, is a normal or an impact. So I guess that's okay. But going over position changes, I don't think we signed. No, we did sign athlete. He will go play edge rusher, and he'll go play right edge because apparently we don't have any right edge rushers. But quarterback is staying the same. Running back, we only have 4, so we probably need to get a running back or so. Probably need another wide receiver or so as well since we're losing a lot. We have 1 tight end. All right, who's very tall? I can't move him. That's unfortunate. Looks like we're going to have 1 tight end. Why does this guy have 51 skill points? Can he even upgrade anything? No. All right, well, I'm moving him to tight end. He's a 74. Might as well because we need one over there anyways. Offensive line, we actually have some tackles now. We could probably move around. I guess we can keep them at some spots. Edge rushers, we probably need to move at least one to right. Just to even it out, I guess. There we go. All right, Sam linebackers, we only have 2, but that's fine. Corners, hey, we got a guy with 94 speed now. At least we have speed there. Safety, we even have a 94 speed here. Can I move this guy to corner? Is this guy going to be a good corner? He's a 78 overall corner. Yeah, he's going to corner. We actually have 3 strong safeties as well, and kicker and punter, we are still good. So, good position changes. Now we get to the favorite part of trending results. And we get another 20,000 XP. So that means, I think, another 2 levels. Yep, 2 levels exactly. Let's go over. We got Blackburn Gorman getting up plus 15 because, yeah. I don't know if that was something that I thought was going to happen, but he did have 50 skill points to use. We do have an 80 overall quarterback, so that'll be nice. Wide receiver went up plus 5 for Shelton. Plus 15 for Blackburn Gorman, who we just moved to tackle because he had a ton of skill points. What's his skill caps now? I mean, he did have a lot of skill caps, but blocking went up for some reason. I don't know why. Nothing really for offensive line. Bigsby is probably our true one that went up plus 6. He's now an 80 overall. Plus 5 for Guy. Plus 8 for Mike linebacker of Willie's, even though he's a normal dev. Plus 9 for Isaac. Plus 13 for Winston. We'll take that for some corners as well. Plus 5 for a strong safety. He's now an 84 overall. So we actually have some good players to work around. It's just we need some more development traits upgrades. But heading into encouraging any transfers, again, I don't think we need to encourage anybody. We're only 12 under. We were, 20 at one point, but hey, we'll take 20 or 14 or whatever it was. 12, I've already lost count. I have a terrible short-term memory. But hey, we'll take it. Now let's head on into next season where we are an 80 overall and ranked 25th to start this season. But that's going to end season 3. It's on to season 4 here with UAB. And here we are in season 4 here with UAB. We go 10-2 on the season, ranked number 14th in the nation. Only losses came against Oklahoma, but we only lost by 3 against them too, which is very weird. We only lost 2 games by a total of 5 points combined. One was against Navy, which again is unfortunate, but Oklahoma only lost by 3. This is a very good season here from UAB, and if we can beat Memphis, there is a chance that we go into the college football playoff, which would be wild to say, but I don't know if the simulation's going to help us out. We do sign another offensive lineman, which will be nice. We won. We are 11-2 and ranked 11th in the nation. So that means we're going to be going to the college football playoff. We just set a single season passing touchdowns record. We will have to see the score of this game as well because I kind of want to see it. We did have 2 interceptions. Well, there you go. Wins player of the week for the National and the American Conference. Let's take a look at the score. We won the exact same way, 24-17. That's weird. That's wild. That's funny. He threw 3 interceptions. We had 2 passing touchdowns. The defense, I mean, like I said, 2 interceptions from Ybarra, 1 from Conklin. Did we have any? We did have a defensive touchdown. Let's go. So we actually know that's for sure for the end of the season. But we still have a game to go. We're going to advance the week and see where the college football playoff is going to put us up against. Since we are 11-2 and ranked number 11th. Cameron Jackson, wide receiver out of Georgia, wins the Heisman Trophy. 117 receptions, 1,700 yards, and 14 touchdowns. Pretty solid season from him. And we'll be playing Oregon in the first round. So, this was a fun season. It's season 4. But take a look at the bracket. Boise State, UAB, Michigan, Arizona State, and Georgia won their respective conferences, along with Nebraska, Iowa State, Duke, Oregon, Tennessee, Ohio State, and Alabama are the at-large bids. So, let's have some fun here against Oregon. They're also 10-2, but they are a 91 overall team, so this will be the fun one. So we'll have to see how everything goes with it, but I'm 100% expecting a loss, especially on the road. But our first playoff appearance comes in Season 4. Granted, it's going to be a tough one, but we're starting on defense first. Defense gets a stop, and then we turn the ball over, but they only get a field goal. We miss a 53-yard field goal, and it's 3-0 at the end of one. Second quarter, this is where it's going to start falling apart. We're down 13-0, make it 20-0 at the half. I think we just go by quarter the rest of the way. We don't even score, I think. We're just going to go ahead and go to quarter again. Like I said, I'm expecting a loss, and we lose 23-0. We had chances to score, but we just don't. So we lose 23-0. We go 11-3 on the season. So that's still a very good season here for UAB. And granted, we're only Season 4, and we're an 80 overall or 81 or something like that. So, but taking a look at the stats here on the season, Jones Jr., 2,900 passing yards, 28 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Pretty good season from him. We had Redwine. It have 819 yards on the ground. He did get hurt on the season. Only played 11 games. But Ojabo also ran 491 with 6 touchdowns for each running back. Haywood had 878 yards with 8 touchdowns. Wagner, 836 with 7 for the top 2 receivers. Bryant led the team with 85 tackles. We had 2 guys with 10-plus tackles for a loss. And Enrique Haslam, the junior Sam linebacker, had 10 sacks to lead the team. Ybarra had 6 interceptions to lead the team. And, of course, he had that defensive touchdown in the American Conference Championship. We did get a block kick, but no safety, so no trifecta there. We did miss 4 field goals from 50 yards, and that was the only kicks he missed. Oh, no, we missed 1 from 30. I'm sorry. But we did punt 75 times for 3,300 yards, 10 inside the 20, and 6 touchbacks. And no kicker punt returns here in Season 4. So, but let's go ahead and simulate to the end of the season recap. I don't know if we're going to be losing any of our coordinators this year. I don't expect to, but honestly, we could. We very, very well could. We'll check that here. We do move up to 2.5 stars. There might be. We'll see. I'm guessing it's gonna be this. Yeah, it's gonna be this way. We didn't. We kept everybody. So hey, that's perfectly fine. Let's see who wins it all here in Season 4. I almost forgot to take a look at that. And it was Arizona State over Georgia. Arizona State ended up defeating Oregon and Michigan, and then Georgia. So pretty good run from them to win it all in season number 4. So now let's officially head into players leaving and then the off season, which will be the fun part when we get to training results. We are at 80 overall. Hopefully we can keep a lot of people. We only got a couple people. Conklin is going to be gone, though. Wire is going to be gone. Warlick is gone. We're losing a lot of linebackers again. Bean is gone, and Josh is gone. So literally everyone is gone. That's unfortunate, but I don't think we're going to have anyone drafted this year again. That's the only downside. We just don't have the pro potential right now for a lot of these better recruits if we even want to go after them. But we'll have to maybe. Nope, we don't get anybody. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get the portal done. I'll be back in just a second. So after the portal, we signed another 30 players again. So another really good class. If we look at the American, we're number 2 in the American, behind only Tulane. We're 5 points behind them as well. So still not a top 25 class. But we did sign 4 stars this season. So let's go through them all. We do get an elite dev will linebacker of Bushell. So we'll take that. We also get a star center. We'll take that as well. Anything else? We do get another star dev. This one's a guard. Offensive line development traits are always nice. We get another guard with a star dev. Now we head into our transfers. We get a junior transfer that was a star as well. Everyone else is just normals and impact. So pretty decent haul this year for an incoming class. Let's head into position changes. See if we need to move anybody. We are good on the athletes. We're good at quarterback. Wide receivers were fine. We actually got we have 3 tight ends that we're definitely going to have to get some more. Offensive line is okay, I guess. 275 overall guards. We could put one of them to left. We're going to move Brommel to left. Upgrades the offensive line almost immediately. Right tackle's fine. Edges are fine. We actually are pretty decent. Look at that cornerback room. Yabar with 97 speed and Thrash with 93. Bryant has 28 skill points. Let me guess. He can't upgrade anything again? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Kind of hoping he would. Safeties were good. Safeties were good. Kickers an 80 overall as a freshman. We'll gladly take that. So no people to move. And let's head into our favorite part of training results. We get another 20,000 XP. Again, we are a 2.5-star school. We do get a development upgrade for Haywood. He's up to an impact. That's really good. We get another one, too. For Bryant, he's also up to an impact. Even though I think he was the one that got upgraded before. But Blackburn Gorman, the transfer, I'm pretty sure, is now a 93 overall. So we're about to have probably one of our first draft picks this season. Quarterback's an 81. He only went up +1. So we're definitely going to have to find our quarterback of the future at some point. Magnum went up +6 to a 79. We have Thomas +7 to a 69. +8 for Van Denmark. So that's pretty nice. He's up to a 77. We already went over our tight ends. Butler Tanner, 83 overall. Blackburn Gorman. We have 2 guys with hyphenated last names. Left tackle, 79 overall. Left guard's a 76. Center's a 78. Guard's a 72. And our right tackle's an 86 with 2 77s behind him. To have decent guards. Anyone else get like a huge upgrade that we could kind of highlight? +7 for Isaac. He's up to an 80 overall. We now have 3 guys with 90+ speed at corner. McWilliams, 87 speed, 91 excel. But Yabara, 97 speed, 99 acceleration. We will gladly take that all day. I do want to look. Did Bryant? Nope. He's just 66 skill points that he can't use. So that's fun. And yeah, nothing really else to write home about there. So we do get some giant upgrades. But now do we need to encourage any transfers? We only got 2 people wanting to leave. So that's nice. So hopefully we can have another good season. We're 5 under. So we've gained a lot more than we've lost. So let's head into next season and see what this overall team-wise is. We were an 80 overall last season. And in heading into season 5, we're an 84. It's not too shabby. But that's going to end season 4. It's on to season 5 here with UAB. And here we are in season number 5 here with UAB, where we go 10-2 on the season, facing Tulane in the American Conference Championship. Our only 2 losses came against a 7-5 Syracuse and a 6-6 Memphis team. But then we won the rest of the way against Navy, USF, Rice, Charlotte, Tulane. We won 10-3, and Tulsa. So if we can win here, again, we would make the college football playoff again. However, again, this team is good, but we're not, I don't think, good enough. We do sign a 4-star Will linebacker. That will help the linebacking room. And we do lose, so we do go 10-3. But again, we do have a 10-win season. And unfortunately, we do not make the college football playoff here in season 5. We do get 9 tackles, 4 assists, 3 tackles for loss. That's a pretty good game from him. We also get player of the week with 5 catches, 91 yards, and a touchdown. How do we lose this one? What was the score? Had to be a high-scoring game. 22-10. Never mind. So we do lose. We are 10-3. We are ranked 16th again. We probably should be ranked. We do sign a 3-star quarterback. So, again, 2.5-star school. We are an 82 overall. Again, we weren't going to do anything in the college football playoff anyways. Brendan Driscoll wins the Heisman Trophy. 105 catches, 1,700 receiving yards, pretty much 1,800 with 17 touchdowns. And we'll be playing Florida in the Armed Forces Bowl. Well, this is going to go ahead and be a loss. We'll advance one more week. We'll go over the stats of everybody. And then, yeah, 255 XP. Yeah, we lost. Yeah, we are 10-4. Then we'll get into another off season. Jones Jr., 3,800 passing yards, 35 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Very good in his senior season. Unfortunately, he is gone. Rushing-wise, we had Magnum over 1,000 rushing yards with 6 touchdowns. Ojabo had 221 with 7 touchdowns on the season. Cook led the team with 974 with 8 touchdowns. John, I'm not going to try to pronounce that last name, but 842 with 12 to lead the team. We also had Van DeMark, almost said Denmark, 840 with 4. So we had 3 guys get close to 1,000. Haslam had over 99 tackles. Guy had over 15 tackles for a loss. Petrula led the team with 8.5 sacks. Combs had 3 picks. We did not have a defensive touchdown. No block kicks. We did have a safety, though. We missed 3 kicks from 50 and 1 from 30, but made every extra point. We punted 62 times for 2,700 yards, 13 inside the 20 and 7 touchbacks, and no kicker punt returns here in this season either. So let's go ahead and simulate to the end of season recap. We'll go over to see who wins it all here in season 5. Get a 1,400 XP, which is pretty solid with us staying ranked inside the top 25. But it looks like Alabama wins it all over USC with Ohio State, Iowa State, Tulane, Georgia, and Pitt as the automatic qualifiers, with Oregon, Texas, Ole Miss, USC, Duke, Notre Dame, and Alabama as the at-large bids. So congrats to them. And let's head into the off-season. Here for UAB, we're going to get players leaving first. We only have about 6 players wanting to leave. Hopefully we can keep them around. That is going to be the goal. That one sucks. That one also does too, because those are 2 really good offensive line. And it looks like we are going to lose everybody. We do have Blackburn Gorman going into the draft in the 2nd round. That will help pro potential for our wide receivers, and tight ends. Might just do tight ends. Now I think about it. Probably just tight ends. Probably not wide receivers as well. Do get 325 XP, which is nice. But yeah, looking back at the draft results, we do have Blackburn Gorman getting into the 2nd round. So I'm going to go ahead and get the portal done. I'll be back in just a second. So for the portal, we signed 26 players, which is not the most we've had. We get the number 1 class inside the American, getting 5 4-stars and 21 3-stars. So let's see if we get anyone good with development traits. We do get 2-star devs, the Mike, and a wide receiver with 4 stars coming in. So hopefully we get an elite dev Will linebacker as well. And a star dev Sam linebacker. We're going to have some good linebackers now after not having any for a while. Get a star dev corner as well, and then everyone else is a normal and an impact. So we will gladly take this recruiting class. Going into position changes, do we have any? We don't have any athletes. Wide receiver looks okay now. Just really needs speed here, like badly needs speed. But at least we have this guy with 87, but he's a star dev. And we have a 91. Tight end is going to look rough for a little bit. Offensive line, we're actually going to move Roche over to left tackle. Just because that upgrades that position immediately. We're going to move one of our right guards that we have, a Portis, over to left, just so we can have some depth at that spot. Right tackle, we're fine as well. Edge, we are good. We're going to move Vernon over to left, just depth at this point. Defensive tackle, we have Guy at 84, but everyone else is a little bit lower. We actually have some good linebackers with Hoffman now, with Lay, and with Bouchel and Mara both having elite devs. That's going to be nice. Corners, Yabara and McWilliams, along with Isaac Thrash. We have Proctor now as well. Safeties were good. Strong safeties were fine. Kicker and punter. So we are good to go there. We can go ahead and advance into training results. See how much XP we get here, which is probably going to be plus 20. It's 15. It's a little bit less than usual. But we do get a dev upgrade for this guy. He goes up to impact. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I'm terrible with names. But looking at training results, we have Ybarra as our best player at 91 overall with 99 speed. Quarterback is Mayweather with 79 overall. We do have Pantale, who is 77. Definitely need to get a good quarterback here soon. Sam is going to lead the offense or the running back room at 85 overall. He went up plus 6. We have John with a plus 6. Again, he went up to impact. Van DeMark is now up to 95 speed. We have Maz up to 90. Left tackle, still only a 77, but our two freshmen both went up plus 6. Guard is an 81 with a 75 and a 74 behind him. Plus 7 for Wick. We'll take that. Anyone else get like a big upgrade? Plus 9 for, or plus 8 for Penn. Plus 7 for Graves. Plus 2. Bouchel went up plus 6 with that elite dev. We'll gladly take that. Corners, we already went over your bar with that star dev. I don't really think a couple plus 5s. Not really any speed upgrades besides Isaac. Free safety went up plus 6. Strong safety went up plus 5. Our kicker is an 81 overall. So I don't think we're going to be going anywhere here with, as I don't think we need to cut anybody as well. We do not. We're actually still only one player under. So let's advance the week, see what this team's going to be overall-wise. We were like, what, an 82 or 84 last year? And, granted, we might go down. No, we're an 86. The 89 defense, though, is wild. We'll gladly take that. But that's going to end Season 5. We're on to Season 6 here with UAB. And here we are in Season number 6 here with UAB. We go 11-1, 8-0 in the American Conference. And we're playing Tulane in the American Conference Championship again. But we had a pretty solid season. Only lost game against Georgia State. We lost 34-30. Then after that, we won every other game. So we can win here. There's a good possibility that we could make it to the college football playoff. However, slightly slim, but you never know what can happen. And we lost. So we do go 11-2 on the season, which isn't bad. We do get a player of the week. He did have an interception, so at least we got a pick in this game. But Georiga, the quarterback out of TCU, wins the Heisman Trophy. 30,000 passing yards, 26 touchdowns for the Heisman Trophy winner. We taking on Alabama in the Armed Forces Bowl. This is another loss. So let's just go ahead and simulate because we are going to go 11-3 on the season. We have yet to win a bowl game here with UAB, which is not very fun, but we do set the single season pass or rushing touchdowns record at UAB, so that's nice. And we did lose one of our coordinators. Our offensive coordinator is gone, so we definitely need to find a new one. We should have the ability to sign pretty much anybody here. We might go after Cunningham. We're just going to take a look. No, I kind of need someone with some recruiting as well. I was thinking maybe, but maybe try to get this guy. Level 40 coach would be kind of nice. We at least still have Ryan Beard, but we can take a look at the stats here of the season. Since our games are over with now. Mayweather in his only season as the starter, 3,500 passing yards, 30 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Rushing-wise, Sam had 1,500 rushing yards with 17 rushing touchdowns. So a pretty good season from him. Gilliam had over 1,000 yards with 11 touchdowns. John had 812 with 3. And Cook had 674 with 8 touchdowns. So pretty good seasons from them. Bouchel had over 100 tackles in his sophomore season with 9 tackles for a loss. Berchula led the team with 19 tackles. We had 3 guys with 14 plus tackles for a loss. Is kind of insane. Berchula also led the team with 9 sacks. Ybarra led the team with 5 interceptions in his senior season. So he'll be gone. He did have a defensive touchdown. We did have a block kick, but no safety, so no trifecta on that one. We did miss 4 field goals from 50, 1 from 40, but made every extra point. So only 5 field goals missed on the season. Punting wise, he's punted 65 times for 3,000 yards, 11 inside the 20 and six touchbacks, and no kicker punt returns here for touchdowns this season. So let's advance the week just to make sure that we got our coordinator all settled for next season. We did not. So now we need to go in, and we lost our defensive coordinator now too. So we got some work to do to try to find somebody. I guess we'll go after Patrick Miller because since we lost both of our guys here, we definitely need another with Architect. And our defensive coordinator, we're probably just going to go for the highest overall guy, which apparently is Eric Parker, which he is a recruiter with some motivator, which I guess is fine. We definitely needed something with recruiting-wise to at least help us out. So, but one more week. I know this is definitely not normal. Usually we just advance the end-of-season recap, but we had to hire some new coordinators. And it looks like we at least got one of them. We got Patrick Miller. And we got the other guy too. So we got both. So unfortunately we do lose both of our good coordinators. But we at least replace them with some decent ones as well. We are at 86 overall. I think we're going to go down from last year. But let's check out the bracket, see who wins it all. And it's Georgia over Washington, 35-25. With Clemson, Tulane, West Virginia, UCLA, and Georgia winning their respective conferences. And Miami, Notre Dame, Washington and Pitt, USC, Ole Miss, and Texas as the at-large bid. Lots of SEC teams there. But let's go ahead and now head into the offseason here in Season 6 with UAB. And hopefully we can keep around most of these players that want to leave. Got only a couple. So we'll go Armour first. He's gone. Jones is gone. We need to keep Carnes, and he's going to be gone. 80 overall freshman leaving us. That's unfortunate. John is leaving us, our backup wide receiver. We also lose a backup halfback. We keep our main halfback? No, so everyone's gone. Everyone that wanted to leave is gone. We do get a 4th-round draft pick, though, at the cornerback position. So that's nice. Let's see where he actually did get drafted, because sometimes he does move up into 3rd round, but I would gladly take a 3rd-round pick. That would be nice, especially for the thing. And he did get in the 3rd round. We also had Guy go in the 7th, so nice. We had 2 guys get drafted this year. But I'm going to go ahead and get the portal done. I'll be back in just a second. So after the portal, we signed 17 players, which is still pretty good here for UAB. We end up being the 45th best class in the American Conference, which is nice. Tulane only signed 8 players. So we at least can maybe try to catch up on them now. Let's check our development trades, see if we got anyone good. A lot of normals and impacts. I don't see any star devs or nothing like that. So unfortunately, a little bit of a worse class this time. But it's still a decent class. Let's head into position changes, see if we need to move anybody around. We don't have any athletes, so we are good there. Quarterback. We're definitely going to need something here. Someone's got to step up. Halfback, we're good. I mean, we have no speed whatsoever here. My goodness. I guess we have a guy with 90, but he's 67 overall. Wide receiver, we have DeMarc. We have Ladd and Henry now at 90 speed, along with Mazza down here. So at least we have some speed at wide receiver. Tight ends are still pretty okay. Offensive line, we can't really move anyone around. We could move one of our right tackles to left. We could move McKinley over to left because that would upgrade the left tackle position. We could move him to center. Nah, we'll move him to left tackle. Edge rushers were okay. Defensive line were okay. Linebackers were okay. Corners, we just need speed. Safeties were okay. We have a guy with 91. Can he be a corner? No, he cannot be a corner. Not at all. And yeah, we still have our kicker and punter, so we are good there. So let's go ahead and head on into training results with now some new coordinators. We only get 9,000 XP, so yeah, we definitely dropped a lot in XP wise. We do still get a level up, but we do get a +6 for DeMarc, who now leads the team with 88 overall. We also have this guy with the star dev get +10 so far. That's the highest we've seen. Pantel, though, goes up +4. He's now at 80 overall in his senior season. We do have a couple mid-70s behind him, but they're both freshmen, so we're going to be fine there. Thomas is an 81, along with Jewel, who's an 80. But again, no speed whatsoever. Wide receiver, we get a couple plus with speeds. That's not bad, especially this guy here with plus 10. He's now at 85 overall with 89 speed. We have Ladd, who's got 94, and Mazza with 92. DeMarc has 96, which is kind of nice. Allen goes up plus 9 for a tight end. He goes up to a 76. We'll take it. Left tackle's a 79. Our guards, though, are actually all pretty decent. Plus 7 and plus 6 for our left guard position. We could probably move one of our guards to center. Now I think about it, but 81 overall guard, 83 right tackle. So our offensive line's getting pretty good. Our defensive line's getting pretty good now too, with a couple 80s in that spot. Linebackers are good. Merrill went up plus 10. He's an 82. He's of course has that elite dev, so we'll gladly take that. Corners, we did get plus speed with Proctor. He went up plus 10 with that star dev. He has 87 speed now. And yeah, that is about it for the training results. We'll gladly see. We'll have to see if we need to encourage any transfers. I don't believe so, since I think we're still under the limit by a pretty good bit. Yeah, we are still about 8 players under the limit, so we still have room to grow. But let's see what our overall is going to be. And last year we were an 86 overall. I think we're probably going to stay around that spot. I don't see us being a 90 overall at all. We're an 87. So, yeah, pretty much the same overall. We went up a little. Defense stayed the same, but offense stayed the exact, went up a little bit. But that's going to go ahead and end Season 6 on to Season 7 here with UAB. And here we are in Season 7 here with UAB. We go 10-2 and have to face Tulane again in the American Conference Championship. At this point, it's just going to be us and Tulane the rest of the way. Our 2 losses did come against Miami and North Texas. So if we just would have beat North Texas, we would have won 11-1. We are number 25th in the nation, which is kind of surprising with us being ranked 25th. But all in all, let's see if we can win the American Conference for only like one of the few times in this video. And we did. We are ranked 12th. Hold on a minute. We win the American Conference over Tulane. Does that mean we're in the college football playoff for only the second time? It just took 7 seasons to get into the college football playoff for only the second time so far. John Urban wins the Heisman Trophy for Pitt, quarterback. 4,000 passing yards, 40 touchdowns. It's pretty good. We'll be playing Michigan State in the college football playoff. Yeah, we're going bowling. Obviously, we were going bowling either way, but wow, okay. We'll take it. UAB, Oregon, Ole Miss, Clemson, Iowa State won their respective conferences, with Michigan State, Tennessee, Texas, Georgia, Nebraska, Florida State, Alabama as the at-large bids. So this will be fun because now we get Michigan State on the road, of course. It'll be a tough game, but they're an 84 overall, and we have an overall advantage. So let's see if we can get this win, get our first win in the college football playoff. That would be nice. Would be nice to do. It's only a 2-point overall advantage, but again, we are going to be on the road. So, just give me one win. That's all I really care about. We're going to start on defense first here. The defense gets a stop. The offense gets a field goal. Michigan State would then score a touchdown. They take a 7-3 lead at the end of 1. Second quarter, Michigan State would punt. We would punt. They would punt. We would get another field goal to be down by 1, 7-6 at the half. Second half, we would punt. They would miss a field goal. Then they kick a field goal and be up 10-6 going in the fourth quarter. Defense needs to make a stand. They do. Now the offense needs to score a touchdown and they punt. 4th and 2. Again, another stop by our defense. But on 4th down, we punt again. Defense gets a stop. The offense fails on 4th down, but the defense again gets off the field, and we are going to lose 10-6. The offense didn't help us. I'm getting a new quarterback. I'm over this. That was unbelievable. That we lost 10-6 against a team that we are technically better on paper on. Yeah, we're going to advance the week, see if we need to hire any more staff, but man, that's just bad. Going over our season stats on the season, We had 2 guys go, Prosh and Pantail. Yeah, I think one of them got benched at some point. 9 for 1 for Pantail, but Prosh had 18 of 9 for 1,700 yards. Did someone get hurt? Someone had to have gotten hurt. Maybe that's why we didn't have a good offense there. Rushing-wise, Thomas at 848 yards with 10 touchdowns. Receiving, I'm not just going to try to pronounce that name. 922 yards, 10 touchdowns to lead the team. Defensive-wise, Thrash led the team with 78 tackles. Graves had 23 for a loss and 13 sacks. That's pretty good. Winston and Thrash led the team with interceptions with 4. We did not have a defensive touchdown. No block kicks and no safeties. Kicking-wise, we missed 2 from 50, 1 from 20, but made every extra point. We had 75 punts for 3,200 yards, 18 inside the 20, 10 touchbacks, and no kicker punt returns here in Season 7. So far, I don't think we need to do anything, so we'll go ahead and simulate an in-season recap, see who wins it all here in Season number 7. I didn't think we were going to make it, so going 11-3 and making the College Football Playoff is nice. Coach stability, coach prestige improve. Conference prestige also improves, but we still got a lot of people wanting to transfer out, which is not very nice. But it looks like Clemson defeats Ole Miss 42-28. Michigan State destroyed Iowa State. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and get on to players leaving, which will be the fun part here. And we got most of our wide receivers wanting to leave. DeMarc, who is our best receiver, is gone. Our top 2 receivers are gone, including one of our backup quarterbacks and 2 running backs are all gone. So we only lose 5 people due to the portal, but, I mean, there's some good players too. So let's advance the week, see if we get anyone drafted. I don't believe so. I don't think we had anyone high enough in overall-wise to get drafted this season. Although I could be wrong. Sometimes we get like a random 7th-round draft pick. Sometimes. But it looks like we did not get anybody. So I'm going to get the portal done. I'll be back in just a second. So after the portal, we signed 25 players, which is going to be good for the 25th best class in the nation and number 1 inside the American Conference. So again, we will gladly take it. Let's take a look at our development traits, see if we get anyone good, and we get a star dev defensive tackle. That's what we love to see. Anyone else that we get a star dev corner, we'll take that as well. And now we're probably going to get into the transfers. We get 2 star devs. Both of them are junior transfers, but they'll at least be around for this year. And that is about it. Everyone else is a normal or an impact. So not too bad. Well, let's go into position changes. I don't think we signed an athlete. Oh, we did. Forgot about this guy. This guy is a linebacker, so we'll put him at Sam linebacker. But did that just say we have a free safety with 96 speed? Can you play corner? I'll take 85 at corner. We'll put him at corner. Quarterback is going to be Prosh. We do have Lewis behind him now, but again, no star or elite devs for quarterbacks yet. Halfback is an 82. I mean, again, we just have no speed here at all. Wide receivers, at least we do, with 94 and 91 and 92. Tight ends, we're going to need somebody because we have 60 overalls besides our 76. Offensive line, I mean, we need to move some people around. Wick can move over to left. Stewart can move to center. And then I think we have an extra right tackle. We do. We can move Ansa to left. There we go. All right, we should be good now. We should have depth at every spot now. Edge rushers, same thing. We need to move Duff over to left edge. That will be good there. Defensive tackle. I mean, we have an 80 overall, but everyone else is a 70. At least star and impact with some good abilities as well. We have an 80 Sam linebacker, 78 middle linebacker, or Mike linebacker, technically. Still have our star dev of Hoffman over there. I think it's Will that Bouchel is the elite dev, along with Merrill, who also is an elite dev. Those guys should move way up in overall as well, so we should be seeing that. Corners, we now have Lang, Stewart, and Riggins, all with 90-plus speed. Those are our top 3 corners. 2 of them will be gone, though. We still have a Stardale, a Proctor as well, and another one now. Free safety, 84. Strong safety is an 80 as of right now. And then our kicker and punter. We will need a kicker this season as well, so hopefully we can get that going after this season. So let's go ahead and go into training results. We get 8,000 XP. Again, a little bit lower than what we normally would get, but it's fine. Only crying on the inside. We do have a 90 overall. It's Buechele. He is a senior. He'll be drafted this season, probably along with Lang, who's now an 88, and Merrill is an 87. So we have some good linebackers. Quarterback's an 81. Running back's an 85. We at least, our top speed guy is 84. That's not going to cut it. We definitely need some good speed running backs. Wide receivers, we have 4 guys at 90 speed now, 90 plus speed. With Ladd at 95, we have Henry at 93, Casey at 90, and then Maz at 94. So we got a +8 from McCreary. We'll take that. Henry's, of course, an 84. He's going to lead the team now. Tight end's an 82. Offensive line is going to be mostly all 80s. We got a +8 from Dennis. We also got 2 80 overall tackles now. 2 85-plus guards. An 86 overall right guard and a right tackle is 74. Edge rushers were in the 80s. Defensive line were actually mostly 80s as well. Linebackers were 80 overall now, with Hoffman going up to an 81. We already went over Buechele and Merrill. Corners, Lang's an 88 with 97 speed. Riggins is 83 overall with 98 speed. So we got some speed now at corner. And we should be good there with everybody else. So we were an 86 overall last season, and hopefully that can be up into the 90s after this. Do we need to encourage any transfers? No, we are still 5 players under the limit. So let's see what this overall team is going to be. Again, we were an 86 last season. And this season, we are going to be an 87. So we stay the exact same overall-wise. But that's going to go ahead and do it for Season 7. It's on to Season 8 here with UAB. And here we are in Season number 8 here with UAB. We go 9-3 here this season, having to play Tulane once again for the American Conference Championship. But let's check out the schedule. We lost to Clemson. We lost to FCS. We lost to an FCS school, and then we lost to USF later on in the season. So, yeah, not great, to be honest with you. That's why we don't have 10 wins. But hopefully we can win the American again and get our 10th win on the season against the Tulane team that's ranked. And you never know. We've seen teams that go unranked get in. We do go 9-4, so we do lose. So that's a little unfortunate. We don't win back-to-back American Conference titles. But we will, again, have a bowl game at least. And hopefully we can finally win a bowl game. Fingers crossed. We do sign a 4-star wide receiver. Hey, we'll take that. 87 overall team. We got a lot of people want to leave due to championship contender. We got a Baylor quarterback winning the Heisman Trophy, throwing for 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns. Definitely deserves that. We'll be playing Missouri in the Armed Forces Bowl. So another bowl game that we have a chance to hopefully win. I don't know if we will, though. We did get 680 XP. Hey, we won a bowl game. I think that's our first bowl win. I think. I can't remember at this point. It's been 8 seasons that we've simulated. But we get Scheme Guru, I guess, because that was a top 25 win. But let's check out the stats here on the season. We had Prosh play 13 games, 3,300 yards, 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He did get hurt, so Sermon had to come in for 2 games. Did have a touchdown, 1 interception. Pleasant also came in as well. They want to leave due to playing time, but they can gladly leave because Prosh has actually been pretty good. Rushing-wise, Thomas had 881 yards with 11 touchdowns. Jewell had 685 with 12 touchdowns, so pretty good from them. We had 2 guys over 1,000 yards, with both of them having 9 touchdowns as well. Defensive-wise, Hoffman led the team with 79 tackles. Buechele led the team with 12 tackles for a loss and 7.5 sacks. Lang led the team with 4 interceptions. We did not have a touchdown, a defensive touchdown. We did not block a kick, but we did have a safety this season. We did miss a field goal from 50 and 1 extra point, but those are only 2 kicks we missed. We kicked 52 extra points. Missed one of them. But we had 65 punts for 2,800 yards, 11 inside the 20, and 9 touchbacks. And no kicker punt returns here in this season either. So let's go ahead and go on to the end of season recap. And hopefully we can keep a lot of those players that want to leave due to championship contender. But yeah, most of them are playing time. Merrill wants to leave because of playing style. I don't know. Okay. We're going to lose half of our good players now. Looking at the bracket here, let's see who won it all. It looks like Alabama defeated Nebraska 49-45, with Tulane, Baylor, Ohio State, Alabama, and Florida State winning their respective conferences, and Duke, Iowa State, Pitt, Michigan State, Ole Miss, Nebraska, and Clemson as the at-large bids. So now it's on to another offseason here with UAB, and this one's the bigger one out of all of them so far, because we got to have a really good offseason if we want to be better than 10-4. We have a lot of people wanting to leave. Merrill's going to leave. Portis is going to leave. Rico's going to leave. Henry is going to leave. Penn's going to leave. Is there anyone that has a chance of staying? Ventura stayed. But everyone else is gone. We do have a 6th-round pick with Buechele, at least. That will help the pro potential. But as we advance the week, we can check to see where he went as well. We do get 500 XP. Again, we did keep Verrett at least, who is an 83 overall wide receiver. But taking a look at the draft results, we did have 2. We had Buechele and Lang both go in the 5th round. We'll gladly take that. That helps out the pro potential. But anyways, I'm going to get the poll done. I'll be back in just a second. So after the portal, we signed 25 players, which is pretty solid overall. We end up getting the 15th best class in the nation, signing 14 4-stars, 10 3-stars, and a 2-star. So let's go around to see if we got any good development traits. Do get a star dev corner and a elite dev halfback. That's what we needed right there, because our halfback position was pretty bad this last couple of seasons. We do get 2 more star devs, a transfer halfback and a transfer Mike linebacker, and another wide receiver star dev. We'll take that as well. Everyone else, though, is a normal and impact. That is just fine, but we'll gladly take it. Going into position changes, I don't think we did have 1 athlete. He's a power rusher, so he is going to be an edge rusher, and he'll play left edge. Quarterback, we have 4. We have George Free along with Proche. Again, we only have 1 impact dev, and it's Stanford, so we're looking to hopefully get something there. Running back room is going to be led by Jay. We do have Hester behind him, who's at elite dev. He does want playing time, and he is number 3. He might get passed up by Diamond and Kane, which is a little unfortunate. Wide receivers, we have Hip and Hammer, who now will be leading the team with 93 speed, along with Mazza and Sora, or Soro. We definitely need some tight ends next season. We definitely need offensive linemen because we have 1 left guard. So one of our right guards will play left guard. And right tackle will be fine as well. Left tackle, we do have 2 80s. It's an 80. Can this guy play center? He can definitely play center. We'll move one of our right tackles. We'll move Mears over to left. Whoops, that's tight end. There we go. Just to even out the depth. D-line, we're fine. Defensive tackle's looking a little rough because we have 4 sophomores. Sam linebackers are actually doing pretty good now. Mike linebacker, we're decent. Will linebackers, we might move one of our Sam linebackers over, like Sexton, over to Sam, or to Will. Upgrades that position too. Corners are solid with Riggins at 98 speed. Abreu's at 90, although Mingo definitely needs to upgrade his speed, man. Please. Free safety is fine. Strong safety's good. Kicker's fine. Punter, we're definitely going to need for the offseason. But that's it for position changes, and let's head in to training results. And hopefully we can have some big upgrades again this year. We get 13,000 XP, one of the most we've had in a long time. After our, other guys left. We do get Verrett going up to a star dev. That's nice. Our coordinators leave. That's the words I was looking for after the first couple of seasons. We have 290 overalls. Jay and Verrett. Again, he went up to star dev. He's a senior, though, so he'll be leaving us. But quarterback's an 85 with George Free. Running back's a 93 overall with 91 speed. That's what we gladly need. We have 3 guys at 80 overall as well. Wide receiver is a 90, an 86, and an 80, so we have some very good wide receivers. Tight ends is still an 83. Offensive line is in the mid-80 or low to mid-80s. Defensive line's in the low 80s. Linebackers are in the mid to upper 80s. Corners, at least we have some 80 overalls. Safeties were good, and our kicker's an 82. So we might officially be around a 90 overall team next season. We only got a couple people on transfer out. That'll change due to everything. But I don't think we need to encourage any transfers. We are 11 players under the limit just because we had so many leave last year. But let's head into next season. See what this team overall is going to be. And we are going to be a 91 overall team. But that's going to end Season 8. We're on to Season 9 here at UAB. And here we are in season number 9 here with UAB. We go undefeated 12-0 on the season. Again, facing Tulane, and again, another American Conference Championship. Well, we actually did pretty good this season. Our out-of-conference games, we won them all. Colorado State, Troy, Vandy, and FCS. And, of course, went 8-0 inside the conference. And we already beat Tulane once. But now we got to do it again here in the American Conference Championship game. Let's hopefully that we can, or I guess not hopefully, let's hope that we can win it. Words are hard. Anyways, let's go ahead and sim the week. With a win, we get into the college football playoff again. Would be the 3rd time that we would reach it here with UAB. And we won. We're 13-0. We stay ranked 11th, so we're going to have to go up against some very tough opponents. But we are American champs only a couple times in this. Jay had 17 carries, 214 yards. That's insane. But with us being 13-0, we get into the college football playoff. We're probably facing the, I can't remember at this point, with us being 11, the 6th seed coming into this. Larry wins the Heisman Trophy for the quarterback out of USC. 4,700 passing yards, 44 touchdowns. So overall, a pretty good season. We'll be playing Oklahoma State in the college football playoff. Nope, not team schedule. I don't need team schedule. I wanted the bracket. So looks like Texas, UAB, Oklahoma State, USC, and Clemson won their respective conferences, with Georgia, Pitt, Ohio State, Michigan State, Penn State, and Ole Miss, Miami with the at-large bid. So if we win this game, we'd go play Miami. But first we have to beat Oklahoma State, who does, actually, we have an overall advantage, but pretty handily, too. Let's see if we can't win our first playoff game here against Oklahoma State. Defense has to show up. Offense, well, hopefully we can score. That would be nice. But all in all, we have to figure out a way to win if we want to move on. But it looks like we're going to start on defense first here in this one. The defense gets a quick stop. The offense scores. It's 7-0, now 14-0. And we have a huge lead at the end of one. Second quarter, we make it 21-0. Oklahoma State finally puts one on the board. It's 21-7 at the end of the half. Second half, we would start with the football and score again. It's 28-7. At least our offense finally showed up compared to the last couple of times that we've won in the college football playoff. Defense, though, we'll give up another touchdown. It's a 2-score lead with 5 minutes to go. We just need a couple first downs, maybe a field goal. How about a touchdown? We make it 21-point game again with 2:30 to go. We're just going to fast forward through this real quick. We would get a field goal. We would win 38-28. I'm pretty sure maybe 38-27. It's 38-28. But a win is a win, and UAB will win our first playoff game. And we are moving on to go play Miami, who, again, will be tough. Very, very tough opponent on the other side, waiting for us in the quarterfinals. But hey, we finally get that elusive win in the playoff. And now, we're just 2 wins away from a national championship appearance. We're going to be playing in the Fiesta Bowl against Miami. Taking a look at the bracket. Penn State beat Michigan State. Ohio State beat Pitt. And Georgia beat Texas. So, hopefully, we can win this one and move on again to the quarterfinals. But Miami is a very tough 94 overall team. But let's see if we can't pull off another upset here. This time will be a little bit tougher. Granted, it's not going to be a road game technically. It's going to be at an alternate site. So that does give us somewhat of an advantage. We don't have to deal with the crowd noise. But it looks like we're going to start on offense first here against Miami. Let's go quarter by quarter. Our first drive ends in a touchdown. We get a stop. And they would have goal to go to start the second quarter, and they would tie it up immediately 7-all. Second quarter, though, before the end of the half, we get a touchdown to take a 14-7 lead. Second half, we would get a stop, but unfortunately don't do anything with it. It's fourth quarter time. It's a 4th and 12, and we have to punt, so we're still up 7. But the defense needs to get a stop, and we do. Now the offense just needs to get down the field, and they score a touchdown in a couple plays. We have a 21-7 lead. The defense forces a 3-and-out. But unfortunately, they can't get off the field now. They make it 21-14. We get the onside kick recovery, and that's going to do it. UAB defeats Miami 21-14, and will move on in the quarterfinals. Or the semifinals. I'm sorry. This will be the semifinals that we're going to. After winning the quarterfinals 21-14 over Miami. That's a big game. You know, we had the lead the entire time. So we will be moving on. And let's see which team that we're going to be playing against in the next round. And that team, obviously we're going to get the American Player of the Weeks. We'll be playing Penn State. Penn State in the semifinals. The winner of this game would go play Ole Miss or Ohio State. So again, it's going to be another tough opponent. But Penn State is a 94, but they have a really good offense. Or a really good defense, I'm sorry. Still a really good team over there with Penn State. We got to find a way to get some stops on defense and score points on offense. More preferably, touchdowns. Obviously. But we got to get a win here. And hopefully we can do so. We're going to start on defense. Just going to rely heavy on our defense tonight. We do get a quick stop. But Penn State scores the first points at 7-0 after 1. Second quarter, we would put up a field goal. They would get a big play touchdown. We would not do anything, and we're down 11 at the end of the first half. Second half we go. We do get a touchdown, but not the 2-point conversion. It's 14-9 going in the fourth quarter. We go for it on fourth down. We don't get anywhere close, and Penn State would kick a field goal. It's an 8-point game here in the fourth quarter with 4:12 to go, and we punt the football. Why didn't we do that the first time? We do get short field because the defense gets a quick 3-and-out. We get the touchdown, but not the 2-point conversion, so the defense still needs to get a stop. It's 4th and 1, and we do so. 1 timeout remaining. All we now need to do is get into field goal range. We are in field goal range. We get the field goal with 10 seconds to go, and UAB pulls off the biggest upset, 18-17 over Penn State. We were down the entire game until 10 seconds to go. We get the field goal and we win, scoring 17 points in the fourth quarter in the second half. That was the only time we didn't score a touchdown too on our offensive drives. We got a field goal. That was the only time we kicked a field goal. So now we are just 1 win away from having UAB done. And that will decide who we get to face right here and now. We're obviously going to get the Player of the Week awards here for the American Conference. 4 tackles for a loss for him there. He also wins National Defensive Player of the Week. Nice. We take that all day. We also get George Free wins the Player of the Week, only 177 yards and a touchdown. We'll be playing Ole Miss in the national championship game. So they had a very good season to get here. They defeated Georgia and then Ohio State. So now we get a very tough matchup here with Ole Miss. They're going to be a tough opponent. But all in all, we're actually the exact same overall-wise. So let's see how it goes. I mean, technically, these are both overalls on paper. So you just never know what can happen here. Hopefully the defense can step up and the offense puts up points. Here in the national title game, here in Season 9 with UAB. And it looks like we're going to start on defense first. Quarter by quarter, I almost said like Ohio State, but it's Ole Miss gets 2 field goals at the end of 1. Second quarter, they get another field goal. We would get a touchdown to make it 9-7, but they get a quick interception. It's now down by 11, or down by 9 again. Third quarter, we would get a touchdown to go down by 2, and we could start with the football in the fourth quarter. All we need is a field goal to take a lead. But how about a touchdown would be much better, and we do get one. We're up by 5. The first time we lead tonight. The defense gets a stop. We are getting first downs, but not there on 4th and long. The defense on 4th and 2 cannot get off the field. But with 27 seconds left, we do. And UAB, here in Season 9, has won it all. An unbelievable run here for UAB. Some very close games. I felt like I lost 5 years off my life with these close games. A 5-point win. 21-16 over Ole Miss. We only scored 3 times in that game. Ole Miss had a bunch of chances to put this game away, and they couldn't. The defense forced so many field goals. And that's the reason why we won. We forced field goals when they should have got 6. And you know, we will gladly take the win, and we will have another team down. So, I don't know. That's another American team down. I know we had one last episode, but of course we will check out the stats before we go, like we always do here. Of course, we're going to get the pop-ups here. Single season rushing yards record. It helps when he plays more games, obviously. We also set the single season sacks record. Again, helpful that we play more games. We win the national championship, obviously. But looking at the season stats of this season, George Free, 3,200 yards, 31 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. A pretty good season from Free. 1,600 rushing yards with 16 touchdowns from Jay. 415 from Robbins with 5. Free also had 412 and 3 touchdowns on the ground. Receiving-wise, Hippenhammer had 973 with 10 touchdowns. Mazza 573 with 7 to lead the team. Even Nelson Allen, the tight end, 462 with 3. That's pretty good. Defensive-wise, Swope with 78 tackles. Herbig had 25 tackles for a loss and 17.5 sacks. That's insane. Riggins led the team with 4 interceptions. We did have a defensive touchdown from Hoffman. We did have a block kick, but we did not have a safety, so no trifecta there. We did miss 3 from 50 and 1 from 20, but we did make all but 1 extra point. So 4 field goals and an extra point for kicking-wise. Punted 51 times for 2,300 yards, 11 inside the 20, and 13 touchbacks. And 1 punt return touchdown, but no kick returns here in the national championship winning season. But that's going to go ahead and do it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, hit the like button down below. It is free, really helps out the channel. Also, again, if you guys do want to see a team that we have not done before, write a comment down below. We'll get you added in for next episode. Of course, if there's more than one of you guys that say a team, we'll get, obviously, first come, first serve, and then the next episode will be that one, and so on and so forth. But again, make sure you check the description, because that's where we have every team that we have done so far in there. So, all in all, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, week, weekend, whenever you guys are watching this, and I'm out. Peace.